Welcome back to Speedway Sedans, Australia's coverage of Speedway around Australia. And this is more of an interest piece, and we're talking today to Laura Byrnes, who drives production sedans in Western Australia. Laura, apart from racing out on the track, there's more to what you do with Speedway than just being out in the dirt.
Yeah, so this year I was appointed as part of the Women of Australian Motorsport Committee, and so that's formulated as part of CAMS and FIA, so it's a little bit bigger than just Speedway. We take care of everyone in motorsport. And some of the initiatives that they're doing is driver development, similar to what Speedway Australia does, but this one's open to everybody. And through that, we've got a camp happening. It's in March from the 17th to 20th. It's open to everybody in all disciplines of motorsport, any age now. And it's fitness camp and then a little bit further of the mentality and everything behind race day. So should be really good. I'm going myself, even though I'm injured. But yeah, we'll see how we go, and it's very exciting to push further with not only women in motorsport, but just the general population.
And you've just returned from Victoria as well from a conference?
Yeah, we had our annual strategy day, and through that we basically just organised what we're going to be doing throughout the year, so focusing on official programs, our junior development program, and little things that we can do at smaller circuit, like really ground route events, to get more women into motorsport, even if it's just like coming to the track and helping put wristbands on and things like that, starting somewhere to then want to get into perhaps a driver's seat. So that would be amazing to get more behind the wheel.
Do you think that we're starting to make inroads into that area, getting more women into motorsport?
Definitely, yeah. You can definitely see in the junior ranks developing in our Speedway that there's the highest number we've ever had of women in motorsport there, but it's just working out ways that we can retain them and to keep them in senior divisions, and whether that's a cost measure or if it is the pressures of growing up as well, and losing a bit of interest. But yeah, finding ways to be able to retain people and get more people in the senior ranks would be excellent.
So for any young girl that's out there watching this, how did you get into Speedway?
I actually overheard the commentators saying that you needed to be 10 to race, and I decided at that point in time that that's what I wanted to do. Convinced my dad over the space of a year that I wanted to race, and eventually he got my car, and haven't looked back since. This is my 11th year in the sport, and although I probably still look 12, yeah, it's just amazing. And yeah, it has its ups and downs, but I reckon as long as you stick with it, every low eventuates into a high. So yeah.
And the Australian production sedan title that you're competing in right now, you're having a real dip. You've had some really good results.
Yeah, I've actually surprised myself from when we came back from the state title last weekend. We didn't do too great. We made the C main, which was awesome. That was my first there. But yeah, to already be qualified for the B is something pretty special. So I've had a 7th, a 3rd and a 4th, and I'm damn proud. So.
And it's been really good racing and really fast racing, and like you've had cars inside and outside, and you've been passing, like your Sigma compared to some of the other cars on tracks, a lot smaller and doesn't have as much horsepower as some of the others, but it's not always about a horsepower track, is it? There's Racecraft and all sorts of other things that come into it, which I guess some of these programs that you're a part of will be teaching these girls.
Yeah, it's sort of like as well that you don't have to go with the flow of, yeah, a lot of those cars out there, they happen to stick to a higher line, but I'm able to stick to that lower one, and that's what's giving me the edge out there at the moment. But yeah, it's the same thing for anyone else jumping in the sport. Like, you don't have to follow the traditional ways of doing things. You basically pave your own way in the sport. So.
And what about for the future? What does it hold for Laura Byrnes?
Not too sure at this point in time. We were thinking of upgrading the car, but from the way it's running today, I'm pretty content. But yeah, I'm always looking ahead, and I'd like to head to America, possibly go into late models, but that probably won't be probably a little while away. But in the more immediate future, I'm looking at ways to develop my own kind of program, specifically for Speedway, to push further for more women in the motorsport, and also just in general to give everyone a little bit of knowledge on what's required on and off the track. So.
Well, we wish you all the best. Thanks for chatting to us today, and let's hope we see many more women out there on the track and giving it their best.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.